Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here again, and I'm back for another crafty video. Well, a bit of a different video this time. So, first of all, I'm going to go through another one of my kits. So this is the Magic of Christmas, and I'll go through this, and then we're going to have a look through a retrospective of some of the journals that I've made in the past. So I was really saying I'm not really very much of a journal maker, and then I've done a bit of a, well, Brian's done a bit of a sort out, and I seem to appear to have more than I thought I had. And Brian's going to help me list them on Etsy and get them, well, at least get them out there. They can't sell if they're on the top shelf like they are at the moment. So first of all, we'll go through this. So this is the Magic of Christmas. So, well, Magic of Christmas. You can add the in for yourself. Most commonly used word, I believe. Anyway, digressing. So there's 22 pages. I'm going to go through this and then we'll go on to those. So this is Magic of Christmas. So another one of the kits that I've designed. So it's a lot of colour on dark backgrounds. There's a few lighter colour pages as well. And I will be making something with this. In fact, I've got some extra pages here waiting to be used, but I thought I'd break it, otherwise this week would have been just Christmas. And I appreciate not everybody wants to see Christmas all the time, except for this is all Christmas, so but the journals aren't. So there's a variety of backgrounds. I realise that it's dark, but you know, if you printed it in a draft version, it would be a lighter version. But you know, it's all about the magic of Christmas. So when I say magic of Christmas, it's the kind of riot of colour that I remember as a child, and the kind of things you were encouraged to do when you were a child. You know, make lots of colourful drawings and pictures and paint and think of things as being vivid and bright. So this is the kind of thing that I remember. I was trying to get that kind of look of a Christmas tree lit up at night in a darkened room. So like I say, there's some on a lighter colour background. Doesn't look like it on here, that's just the printing, but it is more of a creamy coloured background on this one. It probably doesn't show up on the camera, but these are, they range between like a I don't know, a royal blue through to a black background. It's quite an eclectic mix of, it's all of the lights and things. I love lights, Christmas lights, as Brian will testify. I like colourful lights. I like lights that light up and change colour all year round. But I especially at Christmas go a bit mad for it. And every year I buy at least one new set of lights that colour changes. So not just ones that, you know, flash in different colours. I mean that scroll through all of the different colours. So it's my thing. Oh, that's a duplicate. So apologies for that. I don't know how that got in. So, like I say, 22 pages. I think they're all here, but who knows? And if they're not all here, they're on the front. So there we go. So these are quite folky as well. That's what I've got a kit coming out in the new year that will be like folk art type thing. And I said folk, by the way, just in case anybody misheard me. So there we go. So that, I'm really excited by that. That is really up my street. And like I say, I've printed some out on a bit stiffer cardboard. When I say I mean Brian. It's like my coffee dying. I send that out to Brian. I send out the printing out to Brian. He's got a better printer than mine, and also he has a computer, which I don't. I have an iPad, and it's not as easy to print from. So now we are going to have a look at, so Brian is here, he's just sat next to me. Say hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
So he's going to pass me in some of the things that I have done. So it's kind of a retrospective. I'm going to start with my very first journal, the first journal I ever made, which was about 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, about 3 or 4 years ago. So this is quite a chunky one. There is a separate video of this, but we'll do a quick flip through this so that, you know, it has little things tucked on the front. And this was my first basically introduction to junk journaling. This is my, you know, attempt at, I hadn't learnt how to make my own faux sellotape at that time, but you know, I have now. So there's lots of little pockets and things, and it has a lot of interactive kind of areas. So that, oh, hang on, it's like I say, it's been 4 years, so I might not remember all of the things in here. Oh yeah, there's a pocket in here. I won't get that one out because I've just shoved it right in. So little pockets in here. There's one there, but like I don't want the video to be 12 hours long, so I'll just go through some of them. So it's basically all of my ideas kind of all spilled out into here. This flips up, and then, you know, this is discover positivity. I believe this has got something underneath it as well. It does. It has my bucket list, so things on here. Work somewhere I'm valued, that's happened. Go to New York, not happened. What else is there in here? Visit India, not happened. So anyway, there's a few. This is my bucket list, and I know that a couple of people that have watched the actual video, which I'll try and remember to link, a lot of you commented that, you know, you liked that idea, so that's a bucket list for you. And then, you know, this is it says discover, however it says disco because I used to roller disco when I was younger, so it's got a bit of a mixed thing. This was a label that I found, just got my initials on it, so for those that don't know, my name is not Dash of Dave. It's Dave Flynn, so I need to change my name. So this has got one of those things in. This is a map fold in here. So I did say I didn't want it to be a long video, but like it's going to be at this rate. So this is a map fold. I think it's the Hungarian map fold. I think that's the style of map fold, or it might be the Turkish map fold. I'm not a connoisseur of map folds. Lots of little things in here. There's a little thing that opens up like this, and then we've got one of those things where you can write on it and then clear it out. So yeah, try and put that back. Now Dave, get that right. Oh well, something like that. Again, like lots of little things tucked in. Oh, that's that one. Lots of things tucked in. Oh, yeah, sorry. This is the one where it opens up like this. So the pop-up. I've made lots of cards since then like this. I love like mechanical kind of actions on cards and things. So that's that one. Then we've got this one where you pull it. It's my double slider, which I've made since. I've made loads of cards and things and loads of tutorials on how to make that. This is a little bag to put things in. This is a magnetic bit. So we've got a magnetic board here. Then we've got a little bag of inspiration. So this is a tea bag with things written in it. And we've got another little bag here. This is the envelope here, which has got more of the words in it, so you can change the words up. Got just a card and an envelope. Some green shield stamps. 'Cause again, that's a kind of a throwback to my past. I remember my mum collecting green shield stamps. I think it was my grandma that collected green shield stamps. Traded them in for a teapot or something. And there we go. So that was my very first journal. And there we go. So my pull bit needs to be tucked back in. So that's that one. I should pass that back to Brian. Brian's really glad I'm passing that back because you should see the desk over there. It's chock-a-block. This is my second journal I think I ever made. This one, what is it? Oh, it's this way round. So this one, you won't be able to tell now, but it's got glow in the dark on it. So it says imagine here, and then in the dark it glows. So, well, it used to. I don't know whether it still does. It might have a bit of dust on it, actually. Yes, it has. We won't look at the spine. And then this was where I first started playing with like inks and splattering things. So this is made out of carrier bags. So like not carrier bags, food bags. So this is how this came about. So I'll just quickly go through this. Lots of different playing with. So it's got for every carrier bag, every paper bag, it's got a separation of a little tuck spot. And again, was a video on me going through this one. There we go. So that's that one. We're speeding up a bit because some of them, aren't as interesting as the others. Now, I'm not sure whether I'm going to be showing you these in order now, but so this is another one that I made, which is my compendium. So sorry, let me just open it, show you. This one is compendium, and this is my game one. So this has got googly eyes on it, and it's all kind of game pieces and things tucked into game pieces. So it's got a lot of game references, and there's cards and there's money and little things tucked in here, there and everywhere. Oh, money. Never the real stuff though, is it? No, not actual money, Brian. So there's lots of things all tucked in here, there and everywhere. More in here. Then it actually does have a like a journaling part of it that's tied in, that has got tabs that are Monopoly cards, trading cards. Then we've got a little thing here, another thing here. Then there's this. I think this is a little notebook, I believe. Yes, it is. Blimey, that's good memory, Dave. And there we go. And then we've got, like I say, there's this. And then it's just made of a game. It's made of game boards. So not Game Boys, game boards. So then we've got this one. This one is an altered book. And this one is it's got a lot of eclectic things in here, but it's got a lot of during the pandemic I did a lot of photos, a lot of these historic pictures, and subtitled them with my own funny comments, and it kept people amused during that. And Brian keeps saying to me every time I revisit them, I should put them out as a kit, because some of them are quite funny, to be fair.
I still say that.
So this one just says like bored, can't wait to check my Instagram. So it's basically me just like, I always like imagine what that person might be saying. So this is just a book filled with various things like that. Bear, where? There. So anybody remembers, I used to say that a lot. A bear? Where? There. A bear? But life? What real life? No life. Oh look, and even then I was doing file folders, so like more here. Even after 300 selfies, Maud still wasn't happy. So just like the little funny things that I thought they were funny. That's I've always laughed about that. I always thought it was funny. I don't know why it takes so long for you to decide to have the chow mein again. So that's just a funny comment, because I spend, every time I order Chinese food, I spend ages deliberating, and I usually have chow mein every time. So I might as well just it's kind of a tongue-in-cheek stab at myself, because I know that I'd spend ages deliberating and then end up having the same thing every time. Yeah. and then we've got and so dope testing began. So just like I say, just a little journal. I left a lot of writing space in that, so this is literally my history of. I'll think I might have to leave that to Brian to kind of. Yeah, we'll do that. Let Brian do that. My glamorous assistant.
Did we not have that conversation earlier about never tie a bow on camera?
Yeah, that's true. Shouldn't ever tie a bow on camera. Then we've got this one. Don't untie a bow on camera either. So we've got this one, and this has just got like a. This is quite dangly for me. This is like a very unusual thing for me to do. So again, it's just, this is made using, this has got Janie B's digitals in. I shall kind of link her in the description if indeed she's still doing them. I think she is. So, and this is kind of, this was my homage to her. So, homage. So there's just like lots of, this was her tulip journal. So she kindly gave me free access to her digitals, and I made this. This was before I was having my own. I had my own digitals, and anyway, there we go. So that was a writing board in the back, by the way. Not even bothering now. Just give it to Brian. Then we've got this one, which is one of the field notes ones, one of the more chunky field notes ones. This has got a little folio on the front like this. It just opens out. I believe this is a Tracy Fox folio style. It's just got lots of little places to put things in. Obviously doesn't have anything in it.
I remember making that after you'd seen the video.
Yeah. And then it opens up. Oh, it's already been opened for me, but there we go. It opens up like that. So it's got a little clasp on the front and it opens up. Okay, and then in here we've got, that's the thing off the end of my pen. There we go. We've got various bits. We've got one of the slot pockets, which I'm notorious for. I can make a lot of slot pockets and these kind of slides, which is another thing I'm known for. Less known for bookmarks, but did it anyway. Then we've got, you know, more things here. So, and then this was my experiment of making this kind of a notice board, that, you know, one of those ones where you tuck everything under the elastic. It's I think it's called French style notice board. So you tuck everything under. This was made out of a padded envelope. Again, this side as well. So that's something I haven't seen many people make before or since. So there we go. That was another thing that I kind of like. I like to try and do some groundbreaking stuff. And then we've got a bit of a notebook in here, which kind of slides out. I won't slide it out because otherwise Brian will have to put it back in again. Then we've got this that's made out of some single cases, so single sleeves. You know, when I say singles, I mean as in for those young people in the audience. We're talking about vinyl. So single vinyl, and they're just made out of that. We've got a little writing section here. We've got this, which is one of the concertina style pockets, and with a magnetic clasp. We've got pen. There did used to be a set of tweezers in here, but I don't know where they are. Fallen out probably. Then we've got a couple of bottles, and yeah, another little notebook in here, which I won't open because otherwise I won't. Yeah, because Brian will have to sort it out. So that's another one. Don't bother with that.
Okay.
That's not even finished.
Okay.
Oh, then there's. Is that it? Then no. All right. Then there's all those.
We're on to folio then.
Okay. So then there's this one. So this was a collab one. So Brian made the journal, hence the reason why I can't actually work out how to untie it. So he made the journal and I stuffed it full of my stuff. So so I made another one of those like feathers on the front. Sorry about coughing. I've got a bit of a tickly throat. It's kind of as speedy as I possibly can. So just a few things of mine, well, a few things, quite a few things of mine are in this one, hence the reason why it became quite chunky. So this was where the way that I try to make the way that I make journals, not try, the way that I make journals is because I make a lot of like ephemera-y bits. Sorry, this is one of those little fold out things that I really love. Because I make so much ephemera, you know, like make a tag, make a bookmark, make an envelope, make a whatever, I then tend to have lots of ephemera, and then I'll get a journal and fill the journal. So I tend to be the opposite way around to the way that most people make journals, which is they make a journal and then make the ephemera to go in the journal. I make the ephemera and the journal around that. So, or in this case, I get Brian to make one. So, you know, why do it yourself? So you don't have a talented crafter and have to do it yourself, do you? So Brian's very good at making journals. I've just been round to his house, and he's got this is one of my digitals, by the way. He's got 120 journals all littered around his floor, and he tells me off for not doing anything with mine. So he needs to list his on Etsy as well, Dave. You've learnt, don't try and tie things. And then he's got another probably 100 or so covers that he's not done anything with. So these are...
Keeps me out of mischief.
It does keep you out of mischief. So Brian's going to give me a handful, I guess. No? Yeah. So 2. Okay, so these are like folio style ones. So like, you know, smaller style journals. This is like field notes folio. So this is just opens out. This is made out of a seed. No, not a seed catalogue. It's made out of a plant book, and some file folders. So in my file, that'll be in my file folder playlist. So these are just like little pockets. Again, Dave won't be doing that. Dave will pass that over on off camera. Then we've got this one, which is just a little, another little fold-out folio with various little bits that fold out. Tuck under, another one here, fold out, tucks under. 2 little pockets here, and then there's pockets here. And again, I'm not going to link these in the description because I won't remember. There'll be that many links in the description. The description, you know, you get about 5,000 word count on the description on your videos, and like I think I'll have just used it in the first couple. So these are 2 of the similar style. One I made off camera, one I made on camera. So I'll do this one first. See, slots. I told you I was kind of like notorious for doing those. Again, this was me using file folders way before Margot came on the scene. I'm using my decoupaging on napkins, which is another thing I'm kind of known for. Got lots of things in here and things that open out and all sorts of bits. I will say I try to leave bits unfinished. The reason for that is it's much easier for you to step away. I'm notorious for making them as well, I think. So you can step away and say, that's it, I've done. But if you try and finish it, then you could procrastinate forever and it'll never be complete to your liking. So that's one of the things I've learned. It's good for your mental health as well. So that's that one. Let's have a look at this one. So I think this is the one I made on camera. So this was over a course of a few, so not just one video, obviously. And this is one of the envelopes that opens out. Lots of different things in here. Lots of different hidey holes and tucky spots and fiddly doodahs. All of them. All of the above. Things that... Yeah, it's a technical term. I think fiddly doodahs. Definitely a technical term. So things that do and things that don't as well. So I'm sure there's a few things in here that don't. but there's lots of things that do. So these are made out of, so this is one where I did gilding. This is actually a piece of wallpaper and I gilded it and used some of the Graphic 45 stuff. Well, one of the very few sheets I ever had of Graphic 45. Becca B sent me the Graphic 45 stuff, so this is another one of those things that I think I made a load of a long time ago. Lots of things in here. One of these, I love these envelopes, like the genuine ones, the ones that I genuinely made, but this is my take on that, using just one of those split pins, because we don't get these in the UK, these ones with the foldy out things, and I've looked online for them, and they're just, you know, prohibitively expensive, and this is another one of those things that, see, told you, I think I made one, I put one of them in everything I did for a while, so so yeah, lots of things, lots of tucky, hidey, pockety, hoogey whatsits in there. What's those two? See, still going. I'm not at the end yet. Oh. So this is a naked journal. So this is made. So I made this journal. This is a made journal. Sorry, I think I just clutched my mic. I didn't clutch my pearls, just my mic. I made this journal out of some wallpaper and an altered book, but I haven't actually filled it. So that's probably a challenge for me. I'll get this filled up and get it sold. So this is me actually making a journal. I think did I make this on camera? This is called Gertrude, I remember that because of the pug. So there we go. It looks like Gertrude. Yeah, I don't know who Gertrude is, but she definitely looks like a Gertrude to me. So grab a quick slosh of tea. So then these are the ones that are my accordion spine ones. So these are the accordion tab spines. So with various different bits of ephemera in here. So this is another one of those. I think that's the Hungarian map fold one. The other one was the Turkish map fold, I believe. And then this is all made out of, oh, that's the wrong way around. There we go. It's that way up, Dave. So this is filled with all of my stuff and lots of my kits and all sorts of things. So this is a ledger style one, using that same tab, locked tab concertina or accordion style, what's it called, spine. And then this is the giant one. This is the one I absolutely love. This is the one I probably won't part with because I love it so much, unless, you know, I can, you know, I don't sell my soul to the devil to get rid of it. So, you know, if somebody said, oh, I'll give you 20 quid for it, I'd be like, nope, keeping it. So, you know, everything has a price, doesn't it? So again, this is filled with all of my things. So this page, just so you know, this page had a hole in it, so I patched it, so because I didn't like it with a hole in. Lots of pages in here that are blank and, you know, writable. Yeah, so those were another thing that I really, lots of people loved me doing, and they're the slides using fabric on them. Some of these things I might revisit in the new year for those new people that are around and about, but I also will be trying to do some new stuff for you because I know you guys are hungry for new stuff. So lots of little things and places to find and discover and all of that in here. Lots of places to write. This little document folio that I showed you how to make. So, you know, I deconstruct lots of things to find out how they're made so that I can make them with you. And this turned out to be a thing, so making passports and things and travel documents, and I didn't even know that it was. I was making them, and then like it suddenly turned out that other people were making them as well, and I didn't know that was a thing. I definitely hadn't seen anybody else make them, so. And then I felt like everybody thought I was jumping on somebody's bandwagon, and I wasn't. I think sometimes you collectively come to the same, it's a collective consciousness, you come to the same ideas. See, it's another one of those ones where I've made that style of enclosure, and then this is a mistake to open. This is a mistake to open. So these just all unfold. And actually, there you go, Dave. Don't unfold it. It's because that would be a mistake. So, so I'll give that to Brian.
Yeah.
Okay. So, is it? What about the other? There's these. What about this? There's a blank, another naked one here. The one in the same style. Another naked one here in the same style. So all making using those. That's the original tab style one, which is just using one concertina with a lock, and then they were the ones I showed you how to make, and then I've made more complicated ones. There you go. I'll give you that back, Brian. And then there's this little folio, and I've got lots of tiny folios which I won't show you. These are just the ones that are all similar sort of size. Just realised that's my fabric has just fallen down. So there's these. So that's it. So there we go. That was just a bit of a retrospective on my collection of things that I've made, and that Brian keeps saying to me, you should sell these. You should. I cannot tell you how much I can see in my peripheral vision of the things that I've made, that either boxes and folios and fold out things and journal cases and all sorts of different things that won't go into a journal, and then there's another whole load of stuff that is ephemera that will go into journals, but now I've established that I've got some blank journals that I can fill them up with. So,
and you've got some journal covers as well.
And I've got some journal covers. So Brian's kindly donated some journal covers to me, which you will be seeing soon. Probably in the new year. I'm going to be planning to do some more journal making in the new year. Maybe if I need to get rid of some first. Yes, yes. That was I actually learned something a few years ago, but I've never actually abided by it. But like somebody was telling me, it was a YouTube video I was watching, and it was saying for good mental health and for good tidy spaces, something has to go out before something comes in, and that doesn't work in my house. Lots of things come in, rarely does anything go out. So, so anyway, that's it. That's kind of a bit of a retrospective. I hope you enjoyed that. That's kind of giving you some ideas. I'll try and link in the description the things that I said I would, but I can't even remember what I said now. So, good luck with that. But if you want, everything is in my feed. I've got over 500 videos in there. Everything's there, and I've tried to put things into playlists so that they're kind of all logical. But if there is something you think, I really like to know how to make that, tell me, put it in the description, say what you liked, say what you didn't like as well. That's absolutely fine. But put it in the description and in the comments if there's something that you'd like to know how to make. If I've already got a video, I'll link it to you, and if I haven't got a video of it, or I can't find that video of it, I will remake it for you. So, and then that'll keep things going. If there's things that you'd like to see me make, tell me. I'll be making some more Christmas decorations in the run up to Christmas. I'm really feeling Christmassy this year. Especially those new kits. There's another new kit that I've got to show you. There's two more kits to show you. There's Bocker and I can't think. Oh, Carol, Christmas Carol. It's kind of a bit Victorian-y. So I've got those two to show you, and I'll show you those soon. But yeah, so that's it. I shall look forward to hearing what you've got to say, and I've got some exciting news to tell you, but I can't tell you just yet because it's not happened. So, but something soon this way comes. Yeah, something like that.
That's as much as you get.
Yeah, that's as much as you're getting. So, so good things are happening. So. Anyway, thanks very much. I hope I haven't spoken too fast. This video isn't speeded up. Well, it certainly wasn't when I recorded it. I'm just speaking very fast at the moment. So, Yeah, so when I get excited again, I get a bit fast. Anyway, folks, remember, my name is Dasher Dave. I love you all with that exception, until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to, and see me in the next video. Take care, folks. Lots of love. Lots of hugs. And I'll see you all soon. Say goodbye, Brian.
Bye, Brian.
Take care. Bye.